What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tired and Trying. My name's Dan, and this is my third fucking time shooting this damn video. So, a little bit agitated and irritated about that shit, which is reasonable. Fuck it. You shoot a second grade video after you realize the depressing shit you talk about your first one, or inside your first one, and you're like, yeah, it's probably not a route I want to go down. Shoot the second one, you're like, fantastic, looks great, and then the gyro inside your fucking camera decides to flip it long ways. So you're sitting there and you're watching it like this, and you're just like, I have to reshoot this motherfucker because I can't figure out how to flip it. I don't got the time to figure out how to flip it. And so I'm just going to shoot a third one. So, again, my name's Dan. What I got going on today is I actually got somebody flying in. He's interested in possibly starting a channel that I talked about with one of my buddies. We already got talked about it one night, and I'm more or less curious to see where they need me. From what it sounds like, from when I was talking to my buddy, it sounded like I'd be co-hosting and working with a different buddy of mine. And that sounds great. The only problem is, though, is, timing, schedules, things like that. Figuring out how to get all that wrapped in and taken care of. So, super excited about that because I think that has a much more better potential to take off than what I'm currently doing. Currently, what I'm doing is just more or less, it's a weekly vlog, basically. It's like, hey, I'm trying this, I'm doing this. It's, that's all it is. I don't know how many people are interested in that stuff. From what it looks like, to get a lot of people, it's like, oh, you got to do, day by day. I ain't got time to do day by day. I come back home. If I flip this thing on half the time I came back home, I'd just be like, all right, fuck you guys, I'm going to sleep. And that'd be it. That'd probably be at least a good 5 videos out of the week. So it's better for me to do it when I have days off, have time off. I do, so that way you actually get a little bit more energy out of the video instead of just a simple fuck you and good night. Other than that, like I said, I'm not going to find out more about that until later today. I'm excited about it. One of the other things I want to talk about is one of the suggestions my brother made. And he was like, why don't you get back on Adderall? And I sat down and I thought about it for a bit. I was like, I could get back on Adderall. I could go down, I could get, talk to whoever. The reason I don't want to go back on Adderall is because I had a bad experience with it. Simply put, my bad experience was I literally felt like I was just a robot. Literally, didn't care about anything, didn't care about anyone. My friends, my family, they all kind of noticed this, but, mom was happy. Homework was getting done, things were getting turned in on time, assignments were being done, everything was being completed. But I wasn't. I was miserable and just didn't care about anything. And I don't want to go back to that. I don't know what the dosage was. I don't know, too high, too low. I do know that it affects with you mentally. My problem is I just didn't like it. And that was the bottom line. And do I know that if I took it, I could probably get this book done in 2 months if I probably took it. Yeah, let me rephrase it. I could probably get the first draft finished in 2 months if I took it. The reason why I don't want to take it is because I know there's certain things that I feel would be lost trying to write my book. I feel like there's certain emotional high points in the book that are so personal to me that if I was potentially on Adderall, I would lose those emotional high points, or I wouldn't be able to make them feel as impactful as I want to make them feel. And, I have thought about maybe potentially doing it, get the first draft knocked out, and then, get off of it, and then work with what I have and then build it up from there. You know, make those points that I know I want to hit more impactful. Make the wording, the scene, a bit more dramatic. Other than that, as far as workout goes for the week, 38 push-ups, nothing super impressive. You know, did them before I went to sleep. And as far as weight goes, I'm still 262. Didn't go up, didn't go down, stayed nice and even. And reading and writing, unfortunately, I didn't get anything put in this week. And main reason why is, you know, I've been reassembling my room. And unfortunately, I don't wake up bright and early and perky. So because I don't, I lose a good couple of hours on that. And what do I end up doing instead? I try to go to sleep earlier, which I believe I've talked about in previous videos. I don't go to sleep on average until midnight every night, and I try to go to sleep earlier every day, just so I can actually wake up earlier, be more productive. For example, right now, I'm probably not going to do too much editing again on this video, because I do want to try to get these videos out by noon. It's almost 11:30. I've shot 3 of these, roughly all of them 12 minutes long, with no editing on any of those, but roughly all of them 12 minutes long. I'm not even sure how long this one is at the moment, but it's just been, you know, I like doing them. And I am going to get the book finished. I am going to finish reading all my books and make it the book that I want to make it. But I got to take care of myself mentally first. And in order to do that, is one of the things I've noticed is my reflection of my mental state. When I'm in a shithole place, my place around me becomes a shithole. Let me rephrase it. When I'm mentally in a shithole, my place around me becomes a shithole. And that's just the way it's always been. That's just the way how, I guess, my brain tries to talk to me. And it's just like, hey, look around you. Are you happy with this? No? What are you going to do to fix it? Nothing? All right, fine. Let's just make it shitty enough until you actually decide to do something. And that's kind of the way how my brain works a little bit in that extent. And I've seen it. I've seen it happen time and time again. I've seen it repeat with me constantly. I'm not happy about something. I make everything around me look like shit until I actually establish what I'm not happy about, and then I fix it. And one of the things I haven't been happy about for the longest time is I haven't gone and seen my girl in a bit. And what I mean by a bit is 3 years. I haven't seen my son even longer. And I'm at the point to where I want to start actually making the changes and actually making the effort. But I need to fix all the little things that are going to cascade into something bigger. So by starting to take care of all the little things, I'm going to prevent the cascade of bigger things. And I'm going to climb my way to take care of the things that I actually want to take care of. The end goals for a lot of my goals is simply to start seeing my son more, or actually develop a relationship with him, I guess, is more or less the easiest thing, because there's a lot of things I'm ashamed of, and that is one of the biggest things, is the fact that I don't talk to my son, I don't see my son, and it's not that I don't want to. It's just that I don't know what I need to do. And I always hear people give me a lot of suggestions. But the biggest thing before I even start going down that road is I have to make sure that I have everything that I need. Seeing my girlfriend, that's a different story altogether. That's just more or less, I need to spend time with someone outside of my family. And our relationship it's a weird one, but I like it and I'm happy with it. Other than that, though, like I said, I gotta wrap this up. I don't know when my buddy's gonna be hitting me up and letting me know when we're gonna be talking or having that conversation, or when the other guy's flying in. Other than that, you guys have a great night. I gotta finish cleaning this up. I still gotta get breakfast, eggs, bacon, toast, all that. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I'm gonna be doing another one next week, just like how I always do. So, like I said, take it easy.